Today I'm putting 3 AIs to the ultimate test. Claude, ChatGPT, Gemini. Each of them has 30 minutes to build a 3D racing game from scratch. No assets, no help, just pure code. At the end, I'm going to play all three, find out which AI made the best racing game, and trust me, I'm sure one of them will completely break. We're going to start off with Claude. We're going to put in our prompt and we'll see how it does. To start off with, let's get this timer going. And then, now that that's started, we can put in our prompt. Claude has got 30 minutes to create a game. So it's a really simple one. I just want an HTML file. Once we've done the first one, we're going to see how it does. Let's wait, let's let Claude think, and then I'll get back to you when it's done. Right, so quite impressively, after, if you look in the corner, only 2.5 minutes of thinking, it has given me a code. So what we're going to do is we're going to copy all of this code and we are going to move it over to CodePen, where we're going to paste this. And let's have a look and see what this preview is giving us. So we do have forward, backwards. Oh, we can turn left and right. They've given us a little track. We have got speed up in the corner. That is not that bad. We do max out. That is really not the worst first attempt. I can't lie. I'm really surprised. We've got movement, we've got controls, we've got speed, and we do have actual models. Right, so we're going to go back to Claude. We're going to type in some prompts. We're going to try and improve this game because we've still got 25 minutes left, and we've got, I mean, a drivable car, which is better than I expected. Right, so we are going for quite a simple prompt. We're going to make, so the track is more complicated because at the moment it's just a loop. We're going to make the steering way less sensitive because it is far too sensitive, and we're going to add a lap timer to the top of the screen and a start finish line to do the lap timings. Let's go from there. Let's see what this AI produces. I'm so impressed so far. I'm not going to lie to you, this has been going for like 5 minutes maybe. I'm slightly worried. I may have asked it to do too much in one go, but we'll see. It's still thinking, so that's better than it just breaking. Right, so after taking, as you can see in the top corner, we've only got 6 minutes left, so it must have taken nearly 20 minutes to update it. They've said they've made the track bigger to make it a bit nicer, and instead of just a loop, they've reduced the steering so it's less sensitive. They've added a full HUD and a start finish line. So let's copy and paste this into our program and we will see how the updated game works. Right, as you can see, we are on CodePen and we've updated the new, I mean, I can already see a big issue is there's no, obviously it's a nicer track, but the tarmac is a bit messed up compared to what it could be. But we do have the HUD, we do have a track, we do have a start finish line. So that is not the worst progress, even though the game is not maybe the best developed. And it does show our best lap time on, also does, I mean, you can really cut the corner a bit, but it does show best lap time. Can we really, oh no, so it doesn't do that. So, and that is really not a bad development in the in the grand scheme of things. I think there's a couple of updates we're going to make and see if we can change it so it's just that little bit better. I will join you back on Claude. Right, we're back on Claude. I've attached a screenshot of the grass to show, and I'm just saying, can we fix the tarmac? I think based on how long we took to do the last one, this is all we're going to manage to get done. So I'll see you back when Claude is finished. I imagine, given the fact we've only got 2 minutes 53 left, that is going to be the last prompt that Claude has. But let's just see how we do. Right, much to my surprise, it has actually done it quite quickly. We've still got a minute left, so let's see what we can do. We'll add this on and see what it turns out like. So I'm actually quite impressed. Look at this. We've got the full tarmac now. I mean, I don't know why there's random tires in the road. I mean, that's still a bit messed up, and they've definitely messed up the finish line in the updates. But that is a working track, which is better than I mean, I'm not gonna lie, it's much better than I was expecting from any of these AIs to make. I was really interested. That is Claude done, and this is Claude's final product because our timer will just have run out, I believe, and that'll be half an hour up. But let's move on to Gemini and see what Gemini is able to do. We're going to give it the exact same prompt and the same amount of time. So let's see if we can make a better game on Gemini than we can with Claude. Right, we have moved on to Gemini, so we are just going to start the timer, 30 minutes on the clock yet again, and we're going to paste the exact same prompt into Gemini. We're on Pro, so it should be good at coding. Let's see what it comes out with after the first prompt, and I'm hoping when we try and make some changes it won't take the whole time like Claude did. Even though it did come out with a decent result, I'm hoping it takes less time because I want it to go better. I don't think Claude will be the best. I'll be honest with you, I think ChatGPT might be the best. I also have ChatGPT Pro, so I think it might be, it's the only one I pay for, so I'm hoping it will be better. But then Gemini, I think, will be very good. Right, it's starting the code. Let's see what it's like when the code is finished. Right, and within just about a minute, Gemini has finished the first code for the base game. So let's get this pasted and let's see how the first game runs from Gemini. Right, we are back on CodePen. Let's get this pasted and see what it's looking like. Similar car, basic shapes. Oh my god, that is way too fast. That is... So, I mean, the car is way too fast given the circuit, and again it's a very basic circuit, no trees, no lines, no nothing, so I get a very basic but a decent start. We're going to go back to Gemini and give this some changes to make. So back on Gemini, I have added in the prompt that the car is too fast for difficult control, the track is very basic, and I've asked to add timings and speed onto the HUD so that we can have it more in line with what Claude produced. Let's see how long it takes to get this done. I'm hoping it'll be quite quick because this is meant to be really good for coding, and it's already started writing code, which is very positive. I'll join you when that's finished. Right, Gemini has finished giving us our updated code, so we're going to copy and paste it into the program and see what we're doing. We're only 5 minutes in, so this is a very, very fast start from Gemini. I think we can maybe get a very good game made. Right, the code is copy and pasted. Oddly, it's really changed the car model. It's added, I say, a more complex track. What they've done is they've just made it... Oh no, I thought it was just a bigger loop. But that is... I mean, I'm kind of sinking into the floor. So I'll see if I can make it so they can change it. I've got a list of changes. This is not that bad, though. This is up there with Gemini. Obviously, there's some bugs. This is up there with Claude, but we have really... This is much quicker. We are probably only about 5 minutes into the challenge as well for Gemini. It's working so fast. Let's move back to Gemini and we'll see what changes we make to refine this. But this is a really good start. As we just finished. What happens when we finish the 3 laps? Does it just reset? So I've been completely sidetracked. I just want to see what happens when we finish. It's really unclear where the start... Oh, so it just counts up. Right, okay, perfect. Let's go back to Gemini and we'll see how we can change this to refine this a bit more. Right, back on Gemini. I've written the car sunk into tracks. Can we fix that? Can we add a clear start finish line? Can we add track markings? And then also make sure there's no trees on track, because there was some trees on the track was quite annoying. So let's let that think. I'm expecting this to be really quick. We still are only 10 minutes into this. This is so fast. I did not realise how good Gemini was for creating games. I'll join you again when it's finished creating the code for the next iteration of this game. Yet again, Gemini is so fast. Maybe a minute or 2 minutes it's taken to implement all the changes I've asked for in the code. So let's copy that back in and we'll see how we're doing. Right, back on CodePen, we are going to clear the current code, get rid of that, and we're going to copy and paste in the new code. Let's see. Now, there's already some issues. So what they've done is they've sunk the track a bit more, and it is glitching quite a bit. It's fixed the track, so there's no trees in the track. It's added center lines, but then broken it sort of a bit. We have got a clear start finish line, so this is sort of implemented what I asked it to. I'm not too upset. Gemini might be the one to beat. I was really certain that ChatGPT was going to be the best, but I think this is going to take a lot of beating, given the fact we can still add lots of things on. Let's go back to the drawing board. We're going to change the track, make sure the track is perfect. I'll add a screenshot in so it knows what I'm talking about. And then we're going to try and maybe even add some AIs in and see how it goes. Right, we've got our prompt going for Gemini. I'm hoping it's nothing too overcomplicated for it to do, because we still have 16 minutes, so it can take a while to do this. I've added screenshot of the track to show them. So I put the track is invisible, it's just grass. Can we fix that without making the car sink in like it was before? I've also put, can we add in 5 other AI driven cars? I'm hoping it will be able to do that, so we have some people to race against. Let's see how it does with this. Right, maybe I need to be slightly clear on the prompt, because all it's done is made me a picture. So let me fix that and see what we can do with the code and see how it goes. Right, it has amended it and it has given me a new code. It has also asked me if I want to add box colliders. So let's add that, and instead of just running this iteration, we're going to add box colliders so you can crash into AIs, and we're going to see how the code works with that, and then we'll run it to see what it's come up with, to see if we can. I don't even know what we'll try and do that next. Maybe try and add in qualifying or something like that. I don't know what the limits of Gemini is, because it is blowing me away at how efficient it is being. Right, the coding is done. We're going to copy that. We're going to paste it in and see what it's come up with. Right, we are back on CodePen. Let's paste this in. Hopefully we've got a working game still. Right. Oh my god. Right. So we're in. The AIs have zoomed off. They are so fast. I think we need to make it so the AI are a bit less quick. Oh my god, they are rapid. Oh, you can see we crashed into him though. We're getting that bounce back by crashing. This is really not that bad. They have fixed the track, which is as good as well. So let me go back onto Gemini. I'm going to make the AI slower because they're too fast. That is cool. It comes up saying we've crashed in the top left as well. So we're going to make the AI slower. Maybe I can put in what lap time I can do, and we'll see. We'll just see if it can make it so AI lap a similar lap time to a person. And then we'll go from there. Right, we are going for a really, really big change. So we're going to go, the AI are way too fast. I can lap, so I'm going to make them lap a similar time to me. I'm asking if we can add a damage model, so if I crash with the AI crash, parts of their car fall off, which would be cool. And let me just add in as well, which will affect handling. And then I've also asked it to refine the models to make the game look better graphically. I think with 9 minutes and 30 left, this is probably going to be the last thing that Gemini manages to do. But let's see how it does, and then we'll run our final test of Gemini if it takes a while. Just while Gemini is thinking, it did that code, but I've also added in if they can make it so we line up on a grid box and have a countdown, like in a real race, and add positional places to the HUD as another element. So once that's all done, I will run it and we'll see what we've got. Right, the Gemini code is done. We are going to paste it in to CodePen and let's see what it has given us. The new improved. It does look a bit better. Oh, the driving is very messed up. Oh, it's made it so much worse. Oh, it has got the. I mean, I don't really. It's not working that well. So the car stays stationary, and the camera just sort of rotates, which is not ideal. I mean, the damage model is cool because bits of the car come off, and we even have a condition bar as well, which is pretty nice. And the pieces of car stay on the track. Let's just. I think we've got a few minutes left. Let's just try and change this so it works a little bit better. Try and fix the driving model. and then that'll be the end of Gemini. We'll do the finalized Gemini version and see how we do. And the timer is just finishing. So that means Gemini's time is done. We will no longer be having any more prompts. This is going to be the final product, and whatever it shows out is going to be what we judge. Let's wait for the code to finish be written, so we have to wait for the prompt to finish, and then we will see what the finalized Gemini racing game is. Right, it is time. We're going to add the final Gemini code in. This is what we're judging. Let's see what it's given us. So it looks similar. No, it's still broken. Oh, that's so annoying. It was doing so well, and it's still broken the driving. That is so frustrating. They are also still way too quick. You need to sort of cheat cheat to win. But that is so frustrating. That is the end of Gemini's go. We're going to have to move on to... Oh, that is quite cool. The damage model is very interesting. Just a shame that they couldn't get the game to drive properly. It's time to move on to ChatGPT. Let's see what that has to offer. Can it knock Gemini off what I thought was an unbeatable game, but now is looking very beatable? Right, and ChatGPT's timer is a go. We're adding the prompt in. Let's see what it's going to come up with. Oh, it's starting to write code really quickly. I'm really intrigued. I'll join you when the code's done. I'll add it in straight away. I'm really interested to see how this does. I have high hopes for ChatGPT, I can't lie. Right, our first iteration of ChatGPT is done. Let's run this in the program, see what it's come up with. I'm really, really hoping it does well. Only taken a minute and a half. Let's see what we can do. I forgot to put it on extended thinking, so I have added it to extended thinking now so it can maximize performance. Right, into the ChatGPT first iteration. Again, it feels very loose. The turning could be slightly more sensitive. Probably the best feel I've had. Oh, it has got invisible walls on the track, so you do sort of glitch a bit. This is not a bad first start. Let's go and add some of the default changes, like making the track more complex, and we will move on from there. I'll join you back on ChatGPT when I've written my prompt. Right, absolutely no nonsense off the bat. Can we make the track more complex? Add a HUD with speed, timings, and a lap counter, as well as a start-finish line. Let's just let it think. I'm hoping if it thinks for a long time, it might pull out something outrageously good. So I will see when it's done with the code. I can't lie, that was actually really quick. Thought for 19 seconds, as you can see, and it's already writing code. When it's done, I'll paste it in and I'll show you what the second iteration of ChatGPT is looking like. Right, back on CodePen, we are going to add in the newest ChatGPT. So it's all right. We're looking not too bad. Oh, I mean, again, it's feeling a bit weird. The camera is a bit strange. The track is still very simple. I want it to really be a much more complex thing. Oh, there's sort of weird crash fit. This is a very strange game that ChatGPT made, I can't lie. This was not what I was expecting from this. I mean, it's got the lap counter, which is good. It's got the times. It's got your speed. I just really want to make it... Right, okay. We're going to go back. We're going to make the track more complex. I don't want it to just be a loop. We're going to make it a tarmac track so it's clear what is track and what's grass, and a few other bits. Let's maybe even a handling model. I reckon ChatGPT can handle that. Let's do that. I'll join you back on ChatGPT when it is writing the code. Right, we have got it so it's making the track to be even more complex, make it so the track is tarmac, and we're also adding a handling model to the cars. Right, back on ChatGPT, we've added our prompt to make the track more complex, change it, add handling model. I'll join you back on CodePen so we can see what it's come up with instead of you always looking at ChatGPT or an AI producing something. I'll join you back on CodePen. Right, back on CodePen, let's see how ChatGPT has implemented what I've just asked it to do. I mean, not not very well. Okay, so it's expanded the track limits a bit, which I hadn't actually asked it to do. It's seemingly somehow made the game a bit worse, I think. I'm gonna stop near the start-finish line. I mean, the track is more complex. I can't argue that. But I mean, they've made the game worse, which is really, really disappointing. Let me stop here. I'm going to take a screenshot. I'm going to add it in. I'm going to try and get them to fix the bugs, and then we can try and iron it out and make it a bit better. Right, I can't lie. It's just finished, but that's taken a long time. We've only got 10 minutes left on the timer for ChatGPT, so this better be a massive update. Let's chuck it into CodePen and see what it's done. Right, it took like 8 minutes, but let's get this code pasted. 720 lines it did. Right, okay, so it's sort of fixed the track. I mean, the start line's still a bit janky, but I mean, it's actually, I mean, to be fair. Oh, so it has improved the handling model. So if you drive on the grass, it does slow you down a lot. So I think, realistically, we've got 10 minutes left. I'm going to see, instead of going the same direction as Gemini and adding AI in straight away, because that sort of bugged out the game a bit, I'm going to try and improve the graphics, see what graphics it can get us to, and I'm also going to improve the camera, maybe keep the camera a bit closer when you're driving, because I think that'll benefit the game a lot. Let me get that prompt written in, and then I'll show you what prompt I've got, and we'll see how long it takes to do that. It may be that that's the last update we can make on ChatGPT. I can't lie. Right, we're going to improve the graphics to make them better able to, and make the camera a bit closer when driving at full speed, because it is way too far away. I will join you when it's written that code, and we'll see how long it takes, because we've only got 8 minutes left. So if it's longer than 8 minutes, which the last one was, we could really be done. I hope it makes a better game, because the way Gemini fell off a cliff towards the end was so disappointing. Right, and if you look into the corner of our screen, there is only 55 seconds left on the timer, and ChatGPT is still writing code. So I'm really interested to see what it comes out with, but that will be the last update. This will be the last prompt we give ChatGPT, so whatever comes out of it will be the final product. I will see you on CodePen when we discuss ChatGPT's final product, and then we go through what we think has won the AI battle, either Claude, Gemini, or ChatGPT. I'll see you then. Right, it's time. It took maybe another 2 minutes after the time ran out for the code to be finished. So it's time. Let's paste it. Let's see what we've been given by ChatGPT as our final product. I mean, the graphics are a bit better. It does look decent, to be fair. The camera's a bit closer, which is nicer. The handling model is far better than anything else. You can really feel weight of the car. I mean, the start-finish line's still a bit weird. I don't really know why the AIs are struggling so much with the start-finish line. I mean, it's really not a bad effort. It's added some clouds. It's got rid of the trees on the track, which is a massive bonus. I do like the fact it's got a handling model. Well, that's that. That is all 3 AIs have finished their battle. I really do think the winner has got to be ChatGPT. I think it was so close. Honestly, if Gemini hadn't have messed up the handling right at the last minute when we couldn't make any more changes, Gemini would have won it by far, because it got AI in there. It had a damage model, which I thought was really cool, but the fact that I couldn't drive the car properly really is what killed Gemini off. So we're going Claude in third, Gemini in second, ChatGPT is our winner. This was a bit of a different video to normal. Next video we'll be back on sim racing, back on the wheel, back driving. But if you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. I will catch you in the next one.